Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. My volume was off.
Sweet. You ready to play some Dominion?
Sure, man.
Yeah,
So,
man.
all right. I imagine a lot of this kingdom is pretty easy to determine. Although we're still trying to puzzle out the best opener, but
I'm pretty sold on Pageant Steward.
Pageant Steward seems pretty good, doesn't it?
I think it's better than both of our things, but I think that Double Steward is significantly better than Scheme Steward.
Now that I strongly disagree with, but
Strongly disagree with.
very strongly, yes.
Well, I think you're just wrong on that one.
I think you're just wrong.
Sweet.
But honestly, it's a pretty small difference between. I mean, we're advocating very similar things, all in all. Let's see.
Sure.
Okay. So. Oh, by the way, they collided. So Scheme Steward would have been way better in this case than Double Steward.
It's about the same.
It's anyway. So it means I'm playing my Steward next turn for sure, and got to draw a card with Scheme that instead of instead of colliding and then leaving it up to chance again. Anyway.
So yeah, this is the best case.
It's
for your opening. Well, almost. I mean, if it was turn 3, it would have been better. But like that advantage does not impress me.
It impresses me way more than the Double Steward thing, because like the Double Steward isn't even that much of an.
What do you mean? You're twice as likely to play a Steward on turn 3 and turn 4.
I thought they determined that wasn't even true.
I don't know who determined that, but it is.
What am I getting?
Yeah, it's 50 and 132 if you open Double Steward, and it's 25 and 132 if you open Scheme Steward.
So like, but playing the Steward turn 3 and turn 4 is great, but like, the downside, the risk of them colliding is terrible, and the
downside of it is negligible.
The downside is like horrible. And
no, it's not horrible. You just
negligible.
described the downside. You top decked a Steward.
Negligible.
What are you talking about? Like the upside is 25 and 132 of actually getting to play 2 Stewards, which you just don't get to do with the Scheme.
That's not that important, though. Like, it's not even
that
great. Like, them colliding and getting no value out of your second buy. That's what's terrible.
You're not buying anything on this turn.
Well, I'm thinking about it. So I trashed 2 estates. And
cool.
That's the big thing. So
well, that had nothing to do with Scheme versus Steward. You're not buying anything for.
Let me think.
You got a Pageant on turn 3. That's independent of Scheme versus Steward. I should just get the stupid Pageant now.
Okay, probably want to Counterfeit here. Or I could actually, maybe do I? I could make an argument for, I don't know. I could make an argument for buying a 4-cost like Conspirator or Patron and getting a coffer.
Conspirator's definitely not doing anything for you yet. You should definitely get the Village first.
Yeah, well, I have a Patron, so it's not the... I mean, there's... Like, getting the Conspirator before the Village is not necessarily an advantage, but it's not necessarily bad either.
I think it's bad.
Not necessarily, though.
I think it is necessarily bad.
think that that's not correct, but let's grab either the Mountain Village or the Patron or possibly the Counterfeit. How soon am I gonna need that plus buy?
I think the Counterfeit is by far the best card for your deck.
Let's see.
So you want the plus buy eventually, and you're gonna get it from Counterfeit. So why wouldn't you get it now?
Let's grab the Counterfeit. Scheme the scheme. Power move.
Boom. The scheme has had the crap schemed out of it.
Alright, and... Do I trash cards? I trash cards. And I want another scheme. We're going to scheme our Patron.
I would have considered not playing the Steward and banking the Villager.
I'm going to bank the Villager this turn because I schemed the Patron.
Potato.
Yeah. Bamato.
Bamato.
So, I could get Piazza Coffer. I could also get Conspirator Scheme.
It says right there, pizza.
Sorry, Pizza Coffer.
I can use my mouse cursor to almost perfectly hide that A. It looks just like pizza right now.
I think I'm gonna get enough value out of the pizza that it's worth just getting Pizza Coffer now. As opposed to Conspirator Scheme. Or Conspirator Coffer. Let's go with the pizza. I want to...
You hungry? I had Five Guys for dinner, so I'm not hungry.
Part of the reason I'm doing this is I'm not convinced it's the best thing that I could be buying, but I do want to track how much this does for me over the course of the game because I am not sold on getting it versus not here. Okay. The pizza did nothing right now.
Pizza is dumb.
Well, this sucks. Counterfeit's the bottom card. That's okay, though. That's not actually that big a deal.
Dat pizza.
Bank the Villager, I think, and get Conspirator Coffer. And we're going to scheme... Double scheme? Or scheme Patron scheme? Scheme double scheme. Oh, sweet.
Now that I got my first coffers, I can get value out of my Pageant every turn.
Alright. Okay, I only have 2 buys, unfortunately, so... I think I just need to slam 2 Conspirators, and... rather than getting another Counterfeit.
I wouldn't slam the Conspirators as much as I would shove the Conspirators into the deck.
The other thing is caressing the Conspirators. It's how respectful you want to be to your Conspirators. And I am not...
There's 3 of them. Do you have to do the same thing to all 3 of them?
Yeah, man.
Okay. Well, then, I'm going to be shoving.
Alright. Okay, so I'm scheming a bunch of schemes this game, even though I just talked about it being terrible. Although, I don't know. I don't think it's terrible here because, like...
I was the one that said it was terrible.
Well, I said it was terrible on the podcast.
You don't have any villages, though. Like, the reason I said it was terrible is because you should just scheme your village instead. You don't have any villages, so it's hard.
Well, yeah, I mean, I have villagers, so I'm not like...
Right, but you can't scheme those.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Just thought I'd share.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I need oh, I should have grabbed a farmer's market at some point. Like one of these conspirators maybe should have. Now it's too late, but one of these conspirators maybe could have been a farmer's market. That would have been fine. Okay, let's take money.
Man, that steward loves pizza.
Okay. So I could take Conspirator Farmer's Market, have an extra buy for the deck, but lose the Conspirator split 6-4. And does the Farmer's Market help a lot? I think maybe not. Like, I don't think it matters that much. I would like to have a Farmer's Market, but I can get it when I start provincing, which will be soon-ish. Yeah, let's get Conspirator Coffer. And let's scheme these fucking schemes! Yes! This is amazing!
Yes! This is amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, so like you could go double province. You could have also made an argument for like province farmers market. Oh no, pizza misses!
If I was going to get the farmer's market, I would have done it a long time ago, and I'd be playing a very different deck.
Alright, let's do that, and let's get ourselves... We go province, but then if you double province, you'll probably double province next turn, right? So 10, 12... Yeah, you can double province next turn, so...
You might as well just resign, right?
Yeah.
So we have the same deck, but I have a mountain village instead of a scheme. And you have a couple more tokens and a pizza.
Yeah.
Considering I had a 5-2, I'm going to say that I nailed it, man.
I'm going to say I nailed it too, man.
Yeah. Good job, man.
Yeah. Let's go. Province Farmers Market, take a coffer. And gotta play for something working out for me. Alright.
Look at that pageant value.
Yeah, dude.
Did you see that?
Okay. That's annoying. Yeah, sweet.
Sweet.
This didn't happen in the right order.
Balls.
Yeah. Well. Okay, so have to play for. Well, you're not gonna have a dud. You've got 3 villagers, so. Oh well. This is effectively resigning.
Sweet. 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 Let's think about this. I could get a coffers, or I could buy a card. Yeah? Seems pretty rad. Let's buy a card. Now the real question. The question becomes... What card?
Silver.
No.
Duchess.
Ooh, I could get a Duchess. That would be pretty sweet. Kind of want the Duchess. No. Rip the Duchess. I want a schema. Una schema.
Let's think about this.
He's thinking about this.
Yeah.
The Scepter.
Okay. Alrighty.
And I'm eating porridge, but I've heated it for the wrong amount of time. Oh, gotta get that Pageant value.
Yeah, man.
I got so much value from that Pageant. It was so great. So valuable. I love value and pageants and...
I need to do this.
So ill.
Alrighty. So, am I getting Counterfeit Conspi or double Conspi? I think I want Counterfeit Conspi.
I think he wants Counterfeit Conspi.
Possibly double Conspi.
Possibly double Conspi. You have 3 schemes.
Yeah.
That's
Let's
a lot
just
of
go double
schemes, man.
Conspi and try to win this split by a lot.
Well, I'm going to draw cards with the Steward, right? That just seems really good to do. And I could Scepter for Steward and trash the coppers. That seems awful. Let's not do that. I scheme that one. Nice. I schemed it so hard, Jake.
Nice. All right. So my opponent does not appear to be going for conspirators.
I'm not going for either one, man.
It's true.
Ain't that a kick in the pants?
Okay.
Or is it more like a kick in the teeth? Huh?
I haven't even thought about it.
Well, Jake, obviously you should be thinking about it. Hello.
You're right.
Yeah, I know. I could get 2 Scepters. Seems really lame.
What exactly are you doing? Like, I mean that
I'm
not.
going for
I didn't
Scepter Farmers Market.
like as your main strategy.
Yeah.
Has that like been suggested that might work?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
All right. I don't
I've
see
done
how.
some testing. It's pretty close to the deck you're building in terms of... I played some games with Wandering Winter earlier today.
Okay.
It's pretty close to that.
I can't comprehend it working out, but you're telling me that it does, and I believe you.
I think it's probably slightly worse than that deck, but you haven't gotten a Pageant, so... And also, you're really getting a lot of Conspirators. You didn't get a third buy, which I think you should have. I don't know. I feel like I'm probably fine.
Well, we'll see about that.
We will see about that. That's right, man.
For the record, I'm not trying to suggest you skip Pageant. I'm just trying to see what happens when you do.
That's right, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. In other news, I can't count, but it didn't really affect anything.
So when you play... Okay, so Scepter does trash the farmer's market that it plays.
Right. Okay. And there's this bug here that's relevant right now. So, like, the client is allowing me to play this farmer's market, and that's not right.
Oh, because it says that
farmer's market.
It is not.
Yeah, it's not in play anymore. So I'm gonna not ever do this because that's cheating. Well, and even though the online client allows me to do it,
it would be cheating.
It is cheating. It's a bug in the client. It's cheating.
So it's part of the game that we're playing. So like you could argue
I'm playing Dominion, Jake.
Well, you're playing Dominion online with this client. So you can
I'm playing Dominion.
You could argue like perfectly validly that it's not cheating to take advantage of this bug as long as it exists. I'm not like saying that you should, because that goes against the purpose of what we're doing for this podcast, obviously. But I think David Serlin would strongly argue it is not cheating.
If we were in a tournament, then you can make an argument that it's not cheating. However, he
if we were in a
specifically addresses
there'd be a TO
bugs in the software.
You not to do it. Right. Wait, is there something in like the terms of service or something that tells you not to take advantage of bugs in the software?
I don't know. That's a good question. So I'm gonna get these last 2 conspirators in a farmer's market that costs 11. I'll have 3 left over. I could get a coffers, or I could get something else. Another steward is probably okay for the deck, except all it's doing is being a terminal silver for a while. Really, how long is a while? How many turns is that going to be the case? Well, I mean, eventually I'm going to get green cards and it'll draw.
Oh, okay.
Which matters a lot.
Okay.
which is why I would get it, but maybe a scheme is... In other news, I don't really like the Patron in this deck. I don't feel like it's really done anything for me. We'll see.
So yeah, I mean, the farmers market scepter thing is working out. I can see where it's going. I wonder how reliable it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be more or less reliable than what I'm doing.
Well, I have 5 villagers.
Well, I'm talking about. Yeah, I mean.
I mean, that doesn't... I don't think it matters. That's a lot of villagers. I feel like I would be better served by getting a coffers than any other thing I could put in my deck. Yeah, I'm just going to take coffers.
Coffers does seem better.
I don't feel great, but like his deck is going to crap all over itself pretty soon.
That's what I feel like is true about your deck.
I don't have to really...
of me.
I have a village.
That was really silly of me. Okay.
Like, you're committed pretty hard to scheming your 2 schemes every turn, no matter what, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah. So, like, the moment you have 5 stop cards in your deck, your turns are going to get a lot worse. And I think that moment just happened.
Yeah, I mean, I went from double to single province, but also I could have made my next turn a lot better than I did, but I drew with my Steward without thinking, and this turn would have probably been a double province turn if I hadn't done that.
So you have 7 Conspirators and a Steward and 2 Counterfeits for economy, and that's everything you have that makes money?
I think.
So you have, like, up to $18, but you're never going to make that again. Do I need to start getting green cards? I mean, I don't want to, but I probably should do that, I guess, huh? I need to get the farmer's market. I should put another Steward in the deck now. That leaves me with 12. I could put in a scheme, I guess. And then get a coffers and a province. Seems okay. Let's do that.
Okay, let's take money this time, and yeah, let's do that.
Oh, I'm just gonna win, aren't I? Yeah.
Probably at this point.
But I did go first.
Yeah.
So you can always point at that.
Well, I was going to point at that even if you didn't.
That's true. And, I mean, you should, right? I think it would be a mistake not to.
Yeah.
Boom! Villager token to the rescue. All these rest of these cards are cantrips, right? Oh, they're not. Neato. Doesn't matter. Woo!
So it doesn't... What I'm gathering here is there's not a ton of room to optimize for a huge advantage on this board, period, as long as you're doing something that is, like, in the ballpark of what's competitive. All these strategies seem really close to each other.
Right. I would say the strategies seem close to each other. I mean, you can optimize all of them.
Yeah,
but like, I don't think that's what you meant when you said that.
Well, the optimizing doesn't help you a ton. Like, I got 2-5. Woo!
2-5 is pretty bad. Like,
yeah,
it's pretty bad for any strategy that you want here. Like,
yeah,
you get a counterfeit with the 5 pretty much always, but like, depending on what you're going for, the Duchess can be good or bad. If you're going for a deck similar to yours, only you put a village in it,
I
then the
don't
Duchess
really
is okay.
feel like playing it out. Like,
it's a disadvantage enough that I don't think it's worth playing.
Yeah, it's kind of whatever. Like, I know you played it out, but whatever. I don't care.
I played a couple of games with Wandering Winder like that, and I thought you were enough of a noob that I stood a chance against you.
Good.
Yeah. Nice. All right, this is pretty sexy.
Do I take a coffer or do I buy a card for my deck?
You trash 2 estates turn 3, and you open
so,
what with the pageant? Yeah, I think you take the coffers.
I mean,
it's the same draw I had, and that's what I did.
Yeah, I believe so, but what else would I do? Yeah, let's do it. All right, and then we'll spend the coffer this turn and get a counterfeit.
So going for Scepter Farmer's Market, you don't want a counterfeit in the deck. You just do your trashing with Steward, and it's fine. If you go for the counterfeit deck, that you're faster to getting to the Conspirators. You put a Patron in the deck at some point, but I think you would still get a counterfeit here. Which deck is better? Well, I don't frickin' know.
They seem very similar in terms of performance.
It's pretty close. Yeah. Pretty close. Close a doodle. Scheme and coffers. Village. I do not want to spend a coffer to get another Scepter. It's just not worth it. Let's do this.
All right, 2 and 5. Let's pray. Found it.
Snap.
Okay.
You YOLO'd and you did it, man. I'm really proud of you. So if you... I've signaled I'm going for this Scepter Farmer's Market payload, right? I think that's the only reason you get a Scepter here. So I think... So, like, you went pretty hard for Conspirator Split. I'm not really sure how good that is. It might be fine. I think you might put a third buy in the deck, and I don't think it's Farmer's Market. I don't think Farmer's Market's good for your deck. So, like, second Counterfeit isn't crazy for you here.
No, it's not. I don't want it now, though.
If you don't want it now, when do you want it?
Later.
What would you get now instead?
I'm thinking. Let's see. Scheme Conspi or Scheme Patron.
Just remember, if you do either of those, spend the coffer so you can get value out of your pageant.
Right.
That's important. You don't have any villages in the deck? I don't like the Conspirator. I'm not even... I mean, the Patron's okay, I guess.
Scheme Patron.
Alright, I'm going to use the Scepter to play it as Steward and get 2 coins. Because that's better. It's better than doing it the other way. Strictly better. Dang it, I forgot to... Oh, I'm not going to undo. Sorry, I'm so bad.
It's alright, man.
This is garbage. I did it again, too. I'm so bad at this game. So stupid. My mother would be ashamed.
Let's see. Got my 2 schemes, and we're gonna go with.
Do you... Oh, you have like a bunch of stuff in your discard. 4 coppers.
Let's see.
A scheme. And there's an estate on top? I don't know how that happened. Oh, because you have an estate in your deck. Okay.
Okay.
I drew the village. I don't think that matters at all. Yeah, doesn't matter. Get out of here. And, yeah. Stewie.
Alrighty. So at this point, I don't know if I have time for pizza.
I'm not really sure pizza's good in any deck you build here. I'm
think,
really not warm on pizza.
I don't think that... I think, like, getting it early enough can be justifiable, for sure.
I'm trying to, like, make a cold pizza pun here, but it's not coming to me.
Well, you did your best, and that's what's important. Like,
Thanks,
I don't think that you... I think you can certainly justify getting pizza early enough here. I think that...
Pizza in the morning?
I think that any time you get it, and get value out of it, you could have also justified skipping it. So I'm not saying, like, you ever... Like, pizza is ever, like, objectively the best move for you, but there are certainly times when I can understand going for it.
Looks like you're a little warmer on that pizza than I am. Looks like your pizza just came out of the oven, yeah?
Yeah, you could say that. Let's see. Am I getting a second Steward?
My bagel bites are still in the freezer.
Oh, God. It looks like... Okay, actually, a coffer seems better than a scheme for me, so let's do that.
You already have 2 schemes? Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that play. I think it was...
the correct play.
Pretty good.
Yes.
Shut your... No! I don't think it was the correct play.
Yeah.
You skis. Yeah. I just busted out the heavy-duty insults there, bro.
Wait, is that even
what are you going to do about it?
What does skis mean?
S-K-E-E-Z? You've never heard, like, skeezy or anything like that before?
I have no idea.
That's like 10 or 11 years old. That's been around for a minute.
See, that's like... This is a product of you being... like a full generation.
Cooler than everyone else, yeah.
You being like a full generation ahead of me.
Hold on. No, that's not even true. Hold on. How old are you?
Man, we don't need to go there just because you're having a midlife crisis.
Whoa, hold on. Midlife doesn't start till you're 45 years old.
40,
I'm 33.
40 is midlife.
No. 45. I just listened to a podcast.
It's not literally the middle of your lifespan. Midlife crisis refers to 40 and on. Like, that's what that means.
Oh, we're Googling this right now.
That's what you call somebody middle-aged when they're 40 plus. Like,
the condition may occur. This is from Wikipedia, okay, the most reliable source on the internet.
Okay.
Midlife crisis. The condition may occur from the ages of 45 to 64. Wow, midlife crises last about 3 to 10 years in men and 2 to 5 years in women. Really? Oh, but this source, Psychology Today, says 40 to 65. So, whatever. I choose Wikipedia.
All right.
Over Psychology Today. In either case, I am not there, sir.
Man, you're only as young as you feel. And...
All right, yeah, continue that sentence, Jake. Let's hear it.
Well, I'm just saying you haven't gotten much sleep yet, so if you're as young as you feel, I think my statement holds a lot of weight.
What are you trying to say, Jake?
I'm saying you're sleep deprived and
hey,
you're cracking, old man.
I had a great weekend of sleep, okay? I slept till like 7:30 a.m. both days.
Wow. Are you done?
I know.
What did you do? You bought Conspirator, whatever. I don't care.
Wait, what did you do? No, I don't care. You lose interest halfway through reading it in the game log. Nice.
I should trash these coppers. Counterfeit Conspi.
I'm not more than like 5 or 6 years older than you, though, right?
Are we still talking about this? Oh my god.
Yes. Yes, we're still talking about this. Oh, your god.
Get over it. Your best years are behind you, Adam. That's okay, though. At least you had them.
Excuse me? I want to smack you right now.
And you can't, because I'm not there. The joys of being on the internet.
Hey, Jake, what engine do you think is correct here?
Yeah, man. All right, so... Oh, did I get a third
balls.
counterfeit? Fuck, I was not paying attention.
I have a problem.
What I get.
I just really screwed the pooch. I definitely needed to rebuy the farmer's market last turn. I just totally spaced on that.
Wait, undo that. That's not what I needed.
If you're undoing, I want to undo to my last turn.
No, I just accidentally,
Counterfeited your counterfeit?
Yeah. I only wanted to counterfeit one counterfeit, not both.
Yo, dog. I heard you like counterfeits.
Let's do that. And
Sweet.
scheme these.
Yeah, you're probably going to win because I just, like, sit here and do nothing for a turn because I'm an idiot.
I am also ahead of where I should be with this deck because I had a pretty good draw. Like, getting four of those conspirators in one turn definitely catapults me up. If you win in spite of that, that'll tell me something about this board for sure.
Yeah, if you're going to win. I think you're way ahead.
No. Okay.
You just, like, played the Steward without thinking whether or not you needed the money. I think you should have not played it.
That's true. I could have banked a villager out of it. My thinking was that there was no reason not to, but that's not true at all. There was definitely a reason not to.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's my play? I can go Province, Conspirator, Mountain Village.
I should resign this, right? I'm so far
possibly,
behind.
But well, wait. Now, what do you think? Do you still have the screen up? Because I want to know what you think I should do in this case.
Get more draw.
So I'm thinking like I put a Mountain Village in the deck at this point.
Put the Conspirator in and a Mountain Village.
And a Province.
I don't know. You can do whatever you want and win.
Well, yeah, but what should I do that's best? That gives me the highest likelihood. What's the correct play? All right, so...
I'm not going to answer that question.
All right.
Sweet.
Oh, you got to fuck too.
Winning streak.
Definitely worth mentioning on the podcast how annoying this kingdom was to play because you just resign on a 5-2 because it's so bad.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Yeah, I'm pretty on board with Pageant Steward being best. And Scheme Steward not holding up to that. I think Patron Steward probably beats Scheme Steward. I'm still
Patron Steward is really close to Pageant Steward, I think.
I'm really cold on Double Steward still. The more I think about it, the
You're
less I
just
like it.
wrong about that.
Like the more I think about it, the less okay I am with like anything that happens during it. Time for... Okay, so I could probably get a scheme at this point.
I said counterfeit. Come on, Goko. Get with it. Alright, so it hasn't been going great for me.
Take a copper!
I mean, my Steward didn't miss, but other than that, I'm not too happy with it. I still have an estate in my deck. That's unfortunate.
I have 2 estates in my deck.
Nerd.
It's my life.
Are you going to trash any this turn? Oh, we're in the same sitch.
Well, I went second, though, and you're...
You got a scheme,
yeah,
and I spent coffers for a counterfeit? What did you do on... Oh, you bought it turn 3, and then you did
Wait,
the thing.
hang on.
Okay,
Should
great.
I actually spend these coffers?
I don't think I would spend coffers here.
No, okay. Let's think about this.
We're
This might be
thinking
okay.
about this.
Yeah, this might be fine.
Maybe that should have been a patron. Probably should have been a patron. Whatever. This
Okay,
draw
so
kind of supports it.
a lot of the things that I find myself thinking about, like it turns this kingdom.
Are rated R, yeah.
I don't know, yeah, but I don't know how to quite put this. But a lot of the things that I find myself considering turn out not to matter when I like draw my next hand. Either way, like there's a lot of decisions you make that equal out to a coin flip, and like the coin, it's like the coin is heads on both sides. So
except for the difference between opening Scheme Steward and Steward, that's not a coin flip.
Yeah, that's just way.
Unless the coin had 132 sides, and then 25 of the sides.
Alrighty, let's do that.
All right, I need some payload. Give me some frickin' payload. Go.
Let's do this.
Guess what? I need some more payload. Give me some frickin' payload. Go. I'm actually going to keep this copper. Is that crazy? Seems crazy.
Why would you keep the copper? What's that doing for you?
Well, I'm overdrawing, and like I could maybe counterfeit it next turn if I wanted more money next turn. I could have 8 this turn and just get 2 conspies, but if I counterfeit it, then I could get counterfeit conspy and get an extra conspirator next turn, which just amounts to the same frickin' thing.
Except you have an extra counterfeit in your deck.
Yeah, I don't think I want that. Yeah, that's dumb. I even had this discussion with myself last. Why didn't? Whatever. This doesn't matter. I'm just gonna take the 2 conspies and get a coffers.
So looks like.
Yeah, first player advantage doesn't seem to matter on this board at all, does it? Yeah.
Well, this is GG.
I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters at all.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm not getting really any advantage at all from being first player.
Well, I'm clicking the conspirator pile, but nothing's happening. This must be a bug in the
Click it harder. Click it harder.
Oh.
Oh, your girlfriend's here.
This seems sad. I don't even know what I'd do in this situation.
It is pretty sad.
So let's see. Yeah, you're gonna be double provincing, and I'm just gonna be sad.
Hey.
Alright, let's try something. Do I even have counterplay here? Let's see. Let's find out. Is she in the Google Hangout thingy?
She can hear us, I think, but she doesn't have a
Yeah.
microphone. Oh, I was gonna get a patron, right? Yeah, I want that patron. That delicious patron.
Okay, let's do that.
Oh, you bought a gold. That feels bad, man.
Oh, you're telling me. It sure does.
You should have gotten a Conspirator instead. That would have been a much better card for your deck.
Conspirator pile and nothing was happening. I think there's a bug.
I told you to click it harder.
Yeah. So let's go province gold or province counterfeit. Could go province.
Yeah, man.
Actually, yeah, let's do that.
Oh, well, I didn't. That's okay. Oh, better. Gotta get the value out of my pageant here. There we go. Nice.
This sucks. Well.
Nice. Oh, you counterfeited your gold. Last stand.
Yep.
Last card is Counterfeit. I guess I need that, huh? Well,
I feel like I somehow came back from this.
Yeah, I think I probably built too much. I should have gotten like a province instead.
Yeah, I was thinking that if we both started provincing at the same time, I was dead no matter what I did, but
I got distracted.
Okay,
plus I'm bad at Dominion.
So if
There's
you get
that.
Well, this is interesting. If you lose the counterfeit split, or if you lose the split on your deck, like you can pivot into something, and that something is a gold. And it feels bad, but like it can save you if the draws go right and your opponent doesn't
if your opponent misplays, then you can win, even though your deck is worse.
I guess that's just Dominion in general, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Actually, I remember you telling me about that a long time ago when like I wasn't even like really good at Dominion at all yet. You like gave me the lecture on like if you get initiative on greening at the right time, you can make the fact that your opponent's deck is better mean next to nothing. By the way, 5-2.
Aw.
Yeah. We could play it out, but we know it's gonna happen.
The winning streak is over.
Yep.
I'm eating porridge, but I've heated it for the wrong amount of time. Nice. Well, it could technically be worse. Jessica's back. She says that... Oh, I guess I shouldn't say that. Look at this. Look at this scheme in my hand with 2 estates. I'm so glad that happened. Scheme the estate.
Yep.
Power play. Yeah, I should have done that.
It is.
It's too bad
Hashtag
I suck at this
power
game.
play. Do I spend a coffer to get another scheme? I'm gonna need it eventually anyway, so let's do it.
Be thrilling just to kill him. Bum, 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 bum.
Oh hey,
let's hunt him down.
I had another one of those
Shoot him in the
questions
head.
that I was
beat the crap
thinking
out
about
of
and agonizing over, and then I draw my next hand and I find out it doesn't matter. That seems to be the theme of this board.
You did it, man. I'm really proud of you. What did she do Saturday? She made candles.
Fucking candles, man.
Without me. She got an invite from someone who won this thing in an auction to go make candles. So, yeah, inviting you was not a thing she was in a position to do. Did she have fun? I think she had fun.
I'm really surprised at how skippable Mountain Village is feeling for me. Don't get me wrong, I don't think it's a mistake to pick it up like you're doing, but
the deck is better with Mountain Village in it.
I think it's this. I haven't felt like I needed a Mountain Village for any reason. Right.
I think the deck is better with a Mountain Village in it. We should kill him. It would be thrilling just to kill him.
Did they change Scepter? From what? They have changed Scepter from at some point.
Since playtesting, yeah, I mean it's different. Scepter has gone through a few different versions. Didn't it copy a treasure?
That's Crown. Scepter never did that. Oh, I see what you were saying now about keeping your copper around, and I think I'm actually gonna do it.
Oh. What? If you counterfeit it, you could have gotten 2 conspies.
No, I couldn't have. I would have gotten to 7.
Oh, yeah. Math is hard.
I know, man. What is an IQ? Oh, she's looking at my Google thing.
If I trash...
Don't worry about it. Trust me. This is a question best not asked and definitely best not answered.
Can you solve all 6 sides? I can't.
Can you hear my background music, by the way?
Adam, where is your picture? I don't know. Do I not have a picture? Apparently I don't have a picture on my Google.
That's a lot of money.
Hangouts.
That's a lot of money.
So I'm getting a Scepter, but I'm thinking about getting like the greediest conspirator of all time. Yeah.
It doesn't seem that greedy. You have a Mountain Village in the deck.
Jake, it's the greediest conspirator of all time.
All right, man.
Remember how Beyonce had one of the best music videos of all time? It's a lot like that.
Okay, so Counterfeit Conspi, I think. Yeah. Oh, gotta get Pageant value.
Yeah, definitely get the Pageant value. It's really good. Sweet. Well, we didn't find the scheme. We gotta do this. Come on, go! Oh, I don't want that. Okay. this and that. And I need to rebuy my farmer's market and get a scepter. Yep. Dang it, I didn't get pageant value. I'm so bad.
Yeah, if you were good at Dominion, you would have gotten pageant value.
Dang it. Why am I so bad? I've just been, like, screwing up every game tonight. I feel like I'm going to win this game. I feel like I'm doing okay.
You might. I feel a little behind. I'm not really sure why. I'm not really sure what went wrong.
What's that last card? I don't... Oh, it's my farmer's market. I need that. Woo! I was, like, really surprised that I, like, drew all the cards I needed. I had one left. I'm like, wow.
I'm really
What
surprised
happened
that
here?
the Farmer's Market Scepter thing is competitive.
It's
Like,
really good.
I'm not ready to say it's better, but it seems as
competitive.
good.
It's all about the same, yeah.
Yeah, like this is, and like if you had described this deck to me, I would say that sounds idiotic, but no, this is working out. Like, it's not crazy. The points are a really big deal.
That's
All right.
why it's good, yeah. So, like, there are certain cards in Dominion that are good to put Lost Arts on, right? There's
yeah.
draw cards that need a village support, and Lost Arts is probably, you know, one of the best villages for that purpose. And
Yes.
that's where Lost Arts is best, obviously. But then there's, like, putting Lost Arts on other things like payload cards. So, like, there's Goons, and there's Bridge, you know, the usual suspects. And
Sure.
then there's Farmer's Market, and it's really stinking good. And Scepter is kind of like Lost Art, and Capitalism, too, is kind of like Lost Arts. Well, no, Scepter's more like Throne Room. Capitalism is like Lost Arts. But, like, they only work on payload piles. So, like, the synergy there between those cards is it means something. Now, like, Scepter doesn't work with Goons, but, like, all the rest of it does. But,
I bet Scepter works pretty well with Miser, actually. I mean, whenever don't get me wrong, Miser's not good that often.
Throne Room that's good for payload cards.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not any better than Throne Room for that purpose.
Yeah.
It's like
well, no, it is a little better
like a
because it
royal carriage.
Yeah, I mean, like, so the fact that one, you can have it in the deck and play it as a silver when that stuff isn't working out.
I guess it's being like a royal carriage here.
Yeah.
Well, which is a lot like Throne Room. Imagine that. Royal Carriage and Throne Room are similar cards that do similar things. TIL. LOL. Well, I need to rebuy my farmer's market. I have 13 to work with and 2 coffers. I would like a second scheme in the deck. And I guess I should be putting some more draw in the deck, or should I get a province already? I could do, like, scheme, farmer's market, province, and get a coffers. That feels kind of bad.
I feel like I'm pretty dead.
I feel like I'm in great shape.
Yeah.
I really don't want to get a province. I think I'm better off, like, getting a pizza or something.
Well, like, you don't need to province for, I mean, like, you can province whenever. Like, you have no incentive to province. I'm not going to drain all 8 on you before you have some chance to react, so...
So are you slower this game?
Yeah.
Okay.
Last game, I had this power move where I accidentally bought a 3rd Counterfeit, and it turned out to be good because it let me get 4 Conspirators at once.
It turned out to clean up after the mess that it originally made. by turning itself into a conspirator the next turn. Right? Wait, what?
Well, kind of.
Oh, I pizzaed my farmer's market. I was really confused. It's like, oh yeah, I got a pizza. Look at me. That last card is a conspirator.
So I feel like the pizza's good, but you could have gotten away with not buying it too.
Right.
And it would have been fine.
I could just basically do whatever I wanted, and so I chose to win that way with a pizza.
Yeah.
It'll be really funny if I don't win, which is a real possibility.
Seems tough for you not to win from here. I'm
Challenge
be impressed
accepted.
If you can pull that off, consider me impressed.
I'm on it. Bruh.
Well, if anyone can do it. Let's
That's right,
see.
Oh man, I just can't lose from here.
Yeah, super dead.
I was so far ahead that I could get a pizza and still win. That's how far ahead I was.
Let's get province and duchy.
Nice.
The duchy will
He got a duchy.
Should I get a duchess? No.
He got a duchy. He did it.
The duchy is what's going to win me this game.
Wow, pizza at the farmer's market again.
Yeah,
Such
man.
skill, much wow. Really? Last card is a conspirator again? Why do you have to do this, deck? It's not funny. Whatever, I still want to top deck it. Ugh. So I should get both of these provinces, right, Jake? Yeah?
If you do that, there's... So you could do that or not, and I think the result is the same. Like, because if you double province,
you only
I'm
have
out.
one buy in your deck.
I have two buys. But I have a counterfeit still.
Right. That's what I meant.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I only have one plus buy in my deck.
Yeah.
So yeah, you could. But like, even if I didn't, there's no way for me to get enough duchies to come back. So you could also not get them, and I'm in no position to play the long game either, because I can't really.
If I got single province and duchy though, and you could double province,
then you could effectively let me win if your heart was set on it.
Yeah, I could do that. And you challenged me to do that.
I did, and you chickened out.
Yeah, that's right. We all have to do what we're best at.
Yeah, I got these fucking duchies.
Yeah, man.
Are we done here?
Effing duchies.
All right. Do you have any more questions about this board?
No.